Hello, my name is Lawrence Campbell. Birthday is 5/7/1992. I am 33 years old. I live here in Kerrville, Texas, 78028. The reason why I decided to do this video is because I need anybody to listen to this. And when I mean anybody, I don't care if you're here in Kerrville, I don't care if you're in Mexico, I wouldn't even care if you're in Africa. But everybody is talking so much trash, so much garbage about Kerrville, Texas, about the whole state of Texas. We have people from California, New York. We have all these fire departments, different agencies responded to Kerrville. The farthest I've known was New York. And we all might hate, New York. We all might have rumors or whatever about New York and, of course, 9/11. But I'm sorry. We don't know. We knew exactly from the beginning what happened. And we all know Satan is real. I don't care if you are transgender. I really don't care. I don't care if you're gay. God knows what you're doing, and you can't escape it. But if anybody want to talk so much crap about Kerrville, about Camp Wood, Camp Mystic, everything. If anybody want to talk about it, y'all go ahead. Y'all talk so much trash about it. This one black girl or whatever on TikTok, she got fired. I don't know what the case was, but it was something about involving false information or talking so much shit about these kids. Talking so much shit about these families, these mothers, these parents that literally lost their freaking child. You know what we are when we grow up, or before we grow up? You know what we are? We're supposed to be God's children. And I'm not here to talk about religious, but damn, everybody is having, I don't know why everybody's talking about California. I'm sorry, not California, but this is the whole state of Texas. And people always wondering why. I would rather be dead and then be alive on this earth. Is because this world has gotten so nasty. We are living in a world's just nastiest. It's like I always want to know when this day is gonna end. I cannot go out of my trailer and go walking without getting hit by a car, without people running me over. I've been escaping death quite a few times. There's too much traffic in Kerrville. There's too much traffic in the state of Texas. When whatever was going on with California, I don't care. It's like half of these people are from California. It might say Texas license plate, but no, they're from California. Texas is full. We are overly crowded. Everybody want to talk about, oh, these jails they're just getting too crowded. Oh my, who cares? And you know what? I have a lot of respect for certain law enforcement. I know we might have our disagreements, but it's not just one town. But I do know a whole lot of things that people don't know about. Law enforcement don't know about. But anyways, to get back to Kerrville, to get back to this flood. There's people in my RV park that had lost people, friends, family, cousins, doesn't matter who they are, blood or not, race or not. And what I describe July 4th, good thing, I'm not happy, I'm not glad, I'm thankful that my trailer, as much as I hate it, didn't get swept away. But that still don't mean, yeah, I'm happy, good. I'm a storm fanatic guy. I don't care, tornadoes, hurricanes, you name it. And this is what I do. I decided to do this video. And I need all the parents to literally 100% understand this. During the flood, after the flood, even still with high waters, clear sunny skies, I'm sorry, I'm just thinking of somebody real quick. I feel y'all's pain so much. I can't tell you that I know what you're going through. I've lost people, whether they're kids or not. There's so many people that has been in my life, whether they're good or bad. But still, I don't like dealing with death. When somebody dies, I get so pissed off. I really do. I cannot have kids. And am I mad about that? No, not really. But I have 3 sisters, 2 brothers. I'm sorry, 3 sisters, 1 brother, 1 dad, 1 mom. They've been divorced. But that's a long story and a very personal conversation that nobody knows about. Don't need to know. I don't need anybody in my business, but dang sure, yeah, I'm recording this. Because I need people to know. I need people to see this. For the parents, for law enforcement, fire department, the whole town, the whole county, just the whole state of Texas. How can that minimum to moderate rain cause that big flood? Everybody talks about Bandera, how Bandera got floods. Everybody talks about San Antonio. Remember that flood? But this one is far by the worst. There's a prayer, and I don't care who's religious, who's not. I don't care who's Protestant, who's not. We're not perfect, and I don't care. I know I'm not. I'm guilty as hell. But when I was fishing during the flood, I had looked up a saint. And some people might have heard of this. Saint Anthony of Padua. And he helps. You pray to him. Just I don't care how you pray. I don't care what you do. Just mention it to them. I prayed for the missing because all those children, and it's still a mystery from this day that even I keep a lookout. If I ever find any person, or I'm going to call the emergency number, and I am literally going to say, give me somebody in charge over here to my location. No questions asked. I just found something. And I will, instead of having law enforcement tell the parents, no, they didn't find it. I did. And you know, I have so much respect for a lot of people. People always think I'm mean, I'm evil, I'm so highly insulting people. But it's like, you know, there's called a freedom of speech. But and then we can't say anything. Us white people, if we're white, doesn't matter if we're white, black, anything. We're guilty. We don't have tattoos or green hair, blue hair, piercing on our nose, piercing in our cheeks. If we don't have that, if we don't match their style, then good luck. I cannot have kids. I cannot have kids, and because there is something I was born with. It's called Klinefelter syndrome. Klinefelter and syndrome. That is one subject down from Down syndrome. I wish I could have kids. I really do. I always wish of having a daughter. Somebody thought, when somebody came over to my dad's house, I don't know what made them think like this, but they thought I was gonna hurt my niece. They thought I was gonna drop my niece. And you know, my niece, Layla Irene Logan. She is the world's most beautiful little girl of all time. And I got the word or the news that she's having a speech problem, and she might be autistic. And here's my thing. Anybody that has any issues, you know, with these kids or people, doesn't matter. Autistic, bipolar, they're laughing out loud for no reason, talking to themselves or whatever. It's not because of drugs. But, I mean, hell, everybody thinks like that. And these Down syndrome, it's, you know, anybody that disrespect people like that, and I don't care if they're in a special chair, I call it a special chair. Because I've seen these people. I've met these people. Try living their life. They had a normal life before. But anyways, anybody makes fun of them, I promise you, and if I witness it, I promise you, it's not going to be funny. Because what's the difference between them? And then what's the difference between every single human that can actually walk, that has no issues? I don't want to meet these parents. And people might think that's disrespectful. No, it's not. To me, it's not. I would really like, sometimes I know when things are gonna happen. It's almost like predictions, but pretty much is deja vu. I know how to solve things on my own, but also I don't know how to describe it. Because I'll give y'all one example. And this family This one guy, I can't call him a guy. I used to call him an old friend. I used to have his contact number as in BIC. His name was Marco Ruben Rodriguez. And I'm not gonna really talk about anything bad. I'm not gonna talk about anything negative about him and his family. I'm not doing that. No. And I don't care what well, I said so many stuff about him. But it's okay. Their aunt Amy and their uncle Mike, they live in Bandera, 1283. I think. I don't know. It's just one of those highways. But anyways, I don't know what happened before, but let me just tell you. They come home and they see a bloody mess. They see dogs. Nobody, and I don't know why and I don't know how. I don't know if it's a sign from God or maybe from heaven, a spirit. I don't know. And I don't know how this stuff is kind of new. Actually, it's straight new because it's worse than deja vu. But they come home and they see a bunch of blood. They see a dead dog. And if I'm correct, it was 3 dogs. I'm not gonna say the breeds because people are gonna. It's just I don't care. But anyways, they come home and they see a bloody mess. They see blood everywhere on the carpet. I mean, ain't nobody want to, see that, But, and I told them, and they said they couldn't talk about it. Miss Amy was very upset. As in, what the hell happened? She was in total shock. I wanted to tell them, but I didn't know how to. Until 2 days after it happened, I figured it out. You leave 3 dogs in a house. And you think, any animal will fight over food. Heck, us adults, kids, we fight over food. It just happens. But when they fought over food, they got aggressive. And then they fought. They fought to the fullest. And then when they got home, they found it. There wasn't no murderer. There wasn't no break-in. The door was locked. Everything was fine. Nothing was messed with. And that's why I told my buddy, Ruben Marco Rodriguez. And I don't know how to. And I know he took it as, okay, well, how does he know? Was he actually here? No. I mean, I don't know when people say negative stuff, talk shit, and how I know these things. Most of the time, I cannot explain it. I don't know how to. So that's why I said it's new. Nobody ain't murdered those dogs. They fought over dog food. But anyways, is what I'm talking about. And with these parents, these moms, actually, I'm sorry. Let me just name them all. Mothers, grandpas, kids, nieces, nephews, every single human out there. And these little girls that had to literally experience something like this is the most traumatic thing of all. Who would want to expect it? We're dealing with high waters, extreme high waters. This don't happen to us. We always hear about this outside of states, outside the country. I mean, heck, even with on the coast, Europe. You know, we hear all this stuff, but we never expected this. And people that has talked so much shit about Texas, so much shit about Kerrville, and everything that has been going on. You know what I say? Let them. Let them talk so much crap. Let them say we're the most. Let them just laugh. Just do it. Because here's the thing about California. Everybody remembers California and how they're always bad with brush fires, grass fires. Well, you know what? There's a story behind California. And it bobs with the man upstairs that's in charge of this whole entire, I don't know, globe. When that girl, or on that award show or whatever, when she said, you know, they were doing the voting or the ratings, zero votes on God. And California, the whole state of California. Yeah, there was rumors about people starting fires. That was true on a couple of scenes. I mean, a couple of parts of California, but it wasn't anywhere near Palisades. Wasn't near that area. And and they said hurricane force winds. You know what that means? When you're dealing with fire, doesn't matter brush or not. Hell, it can be propane, gasoline, don't matter. But when you're dealing with fire and it's dried, humid, winds, everything is just like dying, and then you mock God. You talk so much crap about God. You mention it out on TV, live television, on a stupid awards show. But what happened next? Wildfires started coming out of nowhere. Hurricane force winds. That was a sign saying, you want to mock me? I'll show you. I'll come. You want to see me? I'll come. And he did it. He burned California to the ground. I don't care about California. I really don't. So, people want to talk about Kerrville. I don't care if it's transgender, gay, whatever. I don't care. I don't care if you're even a half squirrel, half monkey. Anybody want to talk about it? Go ahead. Because wherever you're from, and I don't care if this goes viral, but wherever you're from and you want to talk about Kerrville, go right ahead. Because if the disaster happens to y'all, happen to your town, your state, your county, your neighborhood, well, it's okay, because we already know y'all going to come crying to us, you know? And I might be rude at this, but I'm getting really sick and tired of seeing people disrespect Kerrville. Disrespect these families. I cannot have children. I wish I can. My niece is the only closest thing that comes to a daughter. And my sister, they will not let me see her. Why? Because I don't like my brother-in-law. So what? But this is me. This is myself. My name is Lawrence Campbell. Everybody might see me walking every day. I might have fishing stuff with me. I might have my cart. I'm always nice, and I'm not here to start any shit. But what I do know, anybody's want to talk so much crap about the death, about the dead, about the missing, about this whole state, let's go find them. And let's just tell them how it's been. And still from this day, it is still upsetting I had gone to the hospital, but also I had seen part of the river. There's this one big tree that's stuck up against the bridge. How do you explain water being that extremely high? There's a trailer still over there. Metal's bent. Like, how do you bend metal? How do you break it? It was just a total shock for me. To the parents, to the families, to law enforcement, firefighters, to everybody in this world. I don't care what goes on in this world. I really don't care. It might sound rude or disrespectful, but my condolences, all of my prayers that I've prayed for the missing, I prayed for the dead, and just the parents. I just want to say I am really sorry for y'all's loss. Ain't nobody want to ever find out or want to come home or receive something on the news or like even just witness a kid dying. And I'm all about history. I don't stop learning. And the stuff that we hear on the news, most of the time it is all the media. But we know what goes on when we witness it. I had seen a house, I don't know where it was at, but during the flood. What type of heavy water, just rain, takes away a house and it floats away? But the only house ends up in the middle of the highway. That is hurricane. This is hurricane weather. Hurricane damage. People might disagree, but my condolences, my prayers. I am Catholic. I don't care anybody disagree, don't like Catholic, I don't care. But my condolences goes out to the families. The lives that was devastated. And I hope, because there's always hope. People say there not might be hope anymore. People don't believe in hope. Yeah, that's true. But we still got the king upstairs. That's what I call him. But I really wish I wanted to go look for the missing. But there's too many rules that are being changed. And the drones, I don't care for the drones. Big deal. But as in for the missing, my family always gets mad at me. Well, my sisters got mad at me one time when a little girl in Galveston, Texas, went missing. A little black 6-year-old girl. I went to go look for that. Why? Because we're talking about little children. Little person. Just a little baby. It's like, that's what I do. I don't care if I like you or not. I'm going to go look for that child. Because it means a lot to me, just because I cannot have kids. And I always think of my niece, Layla Irene Logan. But I just want to record this video because I thought about it last night. Anybody that believes in God, actually believes in God, knows He's here. We will get through this, but we need to keep our neighbors in prayers. Keep them in our hearts. Doesn't matter how you pray. You know, just ask God. Y'all know what to do. I don't want to tell y'all how to say it, but y'all know what to do. And if I could meet the parent of a lost loved one during the flood, kids or not, I think I might create something or make something for the whole family or families. Well, one picture for the whole families that was affected, because it was hell. Friday, July 4th, it was hell. That's the only way I could call it. The only one word that I have for that day. It was hell. Rest in peace to all the children and the families, the parents or whoever that passed. Just remember, most people don't believe in ghosts because they're always thinking they're evil. Well, even though we got evil in this world, but they do come back. These kids come back, and you will see them. Sometimes it could be in our dreams. Sometimes they'll just come right back. You know, you thinking, well, hey, we just buried you, or wait a minute, didn't you just die? Trust me, I've seen it all. But then people think I'm nuts. People think I'm crazy because I talk about this stuff. No. So prayers to all the little girls. My prayers go out to all the families that has lost their loved ones. And that are there's two that are still missing. What I remembered and what I read. Everybody got an issue about sheriff's office, the deputies getting a raise, a $32,000 raise. Did you know if we had Biden as the president right now, or Obama, I don't care who it is, but you know that we would have never got that. Nobody would have never got that. It would have been a total waste and a total joke. These law enforcement, these paramedics, I don't know about lifeguards, but Coast Guard, everybody, even National Guard, people from military, Marines. There's one person that he put his life, he put his soul, he put his heart out on the line, and he died in the line of duty, whether he was law enforcement or not. He told his family, he told his wife to go. And that is one true hero. So anybody want to talk about Kerrville, y'all go right ahead. Y'all want to talk so much crap about Texas, go right ahead. But this is a video that everybody in this stinking world needs to understand. Thank God for Trump. Thank God that we actually have a good president. 100%. I don't care if they talk about Mexico so much, you know. I don't care what they talk about, what they mention. We know we have a damn good president.